It's LeAnna Social here with Lipstick and Livelihood, and today is episode 5 of Lipstick and Livelihood, where fashion, faith, and business intersect. And I am here today with my first male guest. So super excited to have Richaude Dorsey, my longtime friend. We go all the way back to 5th grade.
Yeah.
Harrison Central Elementary, here on the southern Mississippi Gulf Coast, through high school. He was one of my best guy friends in high school, and I have to say about Richaude is he has had so much growth, but he has always been the funnest person, one of the loudest, one of the craziest,
I agree.
the class clown back in the day, kept everybody on their toes and everybody laughing, and that has not changed, but you have definitely grown up.
Yeah.
And I had the pleasure of running into you recently, and you were dressed to the nines. So you're definitely one of the most fashionable men that I know.
Thank you.
So yes. So because this is normally ladies and we usually talk about lipstick, we're going to start with you with about what inspires you with fashion. And then you can tell me about your favorite beauty products.
Well, let me say this to you. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for being able to grace your platform. I'm excited about being this is an amazing opportunity, and congratulations to you on all the strides that you're creating in your community here, your local community. So I'm excited about that.
Thank you.
So my biggest influence as far as fashion, I would say actually came from family members.
Okay.
When we were growing up, with my dad, John Dorsey, and Uncle Presley Brown, rest his soul, Uncle Steve Brown, and some of the other notable individuals in my church and everything. They were very well dressed men. My uncles, they said, "Don't you go anywhere without a crease in your pants and a polished shoe, a haircut, and freshly shaven. Don't you do that. You make sure that you always present yourself accordingly." So when I would go to my uncle's homes and everything, we would pick up those magazines like, Esquire and, GQ magazine, because they all had subscriptions.
Yes.
And it has become an avid part of my journey every day to make sure that you present yourself in the way in which you want to be addressed. So that's definitely important. That's definitely important. That's what I have for that. I love
it's really part of your brand now.
It is.
Like if we see you. You were telling me when you step out of the house, you're going to have some clothes on.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
We were running into each other at Goodwill, of all places.
That's correct.
And I love that because I love to thrift, and you're not afraid of that either.
Yeah.
But you were dressed to the nines.
Thank
you. I was just like blown away. I was like, wow. But you said when you step outside, that's what you do.
You got to present yourself.
Absolutely.
That's right. You don't ever know what opportunity. And the first impression is definitely a lasting impression.
That is true.
I saw him.
I
agree. Let me just give that guy an opportunity.
Absolutely, because I'm sure you get compliments.
You're correct.
People are gonna be like, "Wait a minute, who is that? Dressed like that?"
You better know it. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so what about your favorite beauty products, Richaude? How do you keep that glowing skin glowing?
Let me say this to you. Number one, I've lost 102 pounds.
Yes,
okay, I was sitting at 300 pounds, right at 300 pounds. A lot of people didn't know it because my suits were tailored accordingly. And you look back.
I didn't know you lost that much.
I lost a lot of weight, and I got serious about it and started listening to some things and placing some things in my spirit, motivational
I love that.
things and stuff in my spirit, like Earl Nightingale. And he started saying, as a man thinketh, that Bible decree and declares that whatever we think about is what we become. So everything that is going on right now that is coming to fruition in our lives actually came from our thoughts first. Right. So in order to, with my health regimen and what I place in my body as far as skin, I would say his Ganoderma has been a huge part of my regimen. It's better known as the reishi mushroom, but if you translate the word Ganoderma, it actually means bright and shiny skin. I also take chlorophyll. How many dead trees have you seen, and how much dead grass have you seen? And if you can answer that question, you have to be able to tell me exactly why that tree is dead and why that grass is dead as well. It's either going to be from wind damage or fire or something like that. So that lets me know this grass and these trees and stuff that we look at every day are going to be here long after we leave here. So it definitely promotes health and well-being and
so definitely more holistic,
absolutely.
natural.
And atomic aromasis has been a saving grace for me too. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's great.
Well, I'm going to have to look up some of that. I'm not sure. I know about the reishi mushroom.
Yes.
I've heard about chlorophyll.
Yes.
So these are things you're taking orally.
Absolutely.
Nothing actually on your face.
Orally, because it's gonna come out, and you'll see it.
Okay.
You'll see it. So it's gonna give you the glow. That's my secret.
Well, I did try a coffee mushroom, and it has reishi and lion's mane and all of that.
Talk about the rise?
Yes.
I use that product often.
Absolutely. Okay, so wonderful. So you've lost weight. You have been blowing and going with your business.
Yes.
You are, for those that don't know, Richaude Dorsey is a smooth jazz artist. He's been at it for many years, but he is also a comedian. A lot of people know him best as that. He's got some acting under his belt. I think he's going to continue to do some more acting.
Yeah, I got a gospel stage play. I just got done getting booked for to actually host that event. But at the end of the day, there will also be some opportunities to do some acting as well. So I've got several gospel stage play. It'll be here on the Mississippi Golden Gulf Coast Martin Luther King weekend.
So first of the year, first quarter in 2026. Yes, looking out for that.
Bruh Man will be from Martin will be in it.
I love Bruh Man.
Your girl from Cut Close will be there. Thomas Bryant, which is an amazing blues and soul singer. He is creating some serious strides right now in his own right. So I'm excited about this opportunity. So
as you are. So I wanted to say all of that to say you have had so much growth.
Yes.
And I have known that you have struggled with just even working for the man, corporate America over the years, and you are fully an entrepreneur at this point.
I am.
A creative, true creative.
Yeah.
You work for yourself. But what struck me in our recent conversation is you are on another level when it comes to your mindset and how seriously you are taking yourself and putting yourself out there. And that is what I was so proud about. I was like, man, this is a whole new Corey.
Yeah.
So what inspires you every day to, you've been getting booked at things like you just did this year, the Aloha Jazz Festival in Hawaii. That was huge.
That was amazing.
How many people were there attending that?
About 2,000 people.
2,000?
Right there. They did it at the Topless Ballroom at the Hawaiian Village, which is the biggest Hilton resort we have in the United States. And that was an amazing opportunity to be able to rub elbows with people that I listen to, because by me being a smooth jazz artist, I have so many different influences in that genre. So Glenn Roundtree, Heidi Tan, my good friend and my sister out there in California. Shout out to Heidi Tan. She's doing amazing things right now in her career, on her journey, as well as who else? Nathan Mitchell, who is another smooth jazz artist who is creating huge strides right now in the NAACP Image Award recipient. These guys are heavy hitters. Kim Scott was there. I had the opportunity to meet her, hug her. Lori Williams, they were there, man. It was just it changed my life.
Yes.
And ended up getting recently from that opportunity, gaining agency representation. So now you can't just call me and say, hey, can you play? I have an agent now. Her name is Gwendolyn P. Harris. She lives on the island.
Nickel and Diamond Corey, see Richaude Dorsey anymore.
No, those days are over with.
Call my agent.
Call my agent. I did it yesterday and it worked out this morning. So I'm excited about the opportunities that are availing in my life. Been 5 years sober.
Yes.
Shout out to the sobriety journey. I'm excited about that.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. And I have to say this. I actually was talking to C. Richaude before this and was like, should I mention this? This is a faith-based podcast.
Come on.
But, and I've mentioned before that I am a PK. I grew up in the church.
Yeah.
Holiness, wore dresses below the knees when Corey met me in high school.
That is correct. Elementary.
Kind of went through, I think my senior year, a little rebellious, okay, let me explore some things. Yeah. My best guy friend was the first person that I smoked a joint with.
Oh my God.
Under a tree in North Gulfport.
We did in North Gulfport, born and raised.
Another classmate.
That's it. Let me tell you this. And
I don't think I inhaled though. That was the thing. I don't think I inhaled.
I don't know. It's been a little while, but let me tell you this. That's nothing to be ashamed of, because the Bible decrees and declares that we are overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. That is a testimony.
Yes.
Everybody has one, whether they want to tell it or not. Yeah. But we have to make sure that we start pronouncing our testimonies, because that's how you get people delivered. There's a lot of people struggling with a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you struggled, but I did,
right.
later on in life, and ended up that became a part of my journey, and dealing with depression and, a lot of other challenges that I had to experience and everything. And when I had to get my mindset changed, and then when I decided to make a decision, on New Year's Eve of 2020, I believe 2020, and looked up and I went through about 14 of them. 14 blunts. Let's just be for real. Can we be frank here?
On New Year's
Eve, and went through a half gallon of whiskey, and the next day I said, I'm done. This is it. And God's been blessing me ever since. And the weight has come off. And here I am creating opportunities. Just dropped my first single. It's streaming on all digital platforms. When I look into your eyes, just shot a video for that. Shout out to Pristine Media.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Pristine Media. Shout out to Pristine, who shoots this podcast, who also shot Richaude's first video.
Yes.
And where can we see that?
We can see that on all digital all platforms. You can see it on Facebook. You can see it on YouTube. Okay. You can see it on, I think that's it for that right there. Yeah, YouTube and Facebook should be it.
We'll definitely be sharing your social media handles on screen.
Absolutely.
So everybody can check you out.
Richaude Dorsey. Follow the movement.
Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. So let's go back.
Okay.
You are sober now.
I am.
Since you stopped everything cold turkey?
Yes.
2019, you said?
Yeah, going into 2021, I believe. We're going on 5 years. Yeah, we're going on 5 years.
Good timing with COVID coming on. Because that was a challenging time.
That was a very challenging time.
And you stuck it through.
I did.
So when did you start? Using drugs? What age? And how were you exposed to that?
I got exposed. This is a very funny story. I can't say it any other way. I got exposed to drugs in the 5th grade. The year you signed my yearbook in the first real paragraph, she signed my yearbook in the 5th grade with the first real paragraph with proper punctuation and everything in there. And that year I got exposed. I started experimenting with marijuana, and later on, we came up in the 90s, with Bone Thugs and Harmony and Tupac era and Biggie.
Gangsta rap.
The real deal, the real deal. And I did what we listened to. That's why you have to be careful. We have faith in what we hear.
Absolutely.
And that goes from what, as far as dialogue that you may be sharing with loved ones, that goes with music or any of that. And later on, as time progressed, I got into, a little cocaine and, and some opiates and some alcoholism. And then by the time I got to college, it had just kind of spiraled out of control, and which explains my long tenure at the Alcorn State University, graduated from there, and, a psychology and social science background. And as time progressed over the years, man, looked up, and my life was really out of control, and wasn't utilizing my innate skills, talents, and abilities that that God gave me, for upper progression in the marketplace. The workforce was a part of my life. I have an extensive background in social work and everything, and it became very, very challenging, and had to just make a decision, LeAnna, and I made that decision, and I'm grateful for what I see in the mirror every day, and just keep on keeping God first. I'm not perfect by a long shot, but at the end of the day,
none of us are.
I do what I need to do to make sure that I maintain sobriety on this journey as I move forward. The phone calls I'm getting, the emails that I'm getting, it's just phenomenal.
And that really brings me back to what you said, that you have gotten closer to God.
I have.
You're using your gifts now.
Yes.
You're staying, you are a minister of
music. I'm a minister of music. I'm full-time at St. Mark, a local assembly.
Let's not forget to mention that he is a minister of music and has always been gifted musically since a young age.
Since 7 years old. I started playing piano when I was 7 years old, and started playing drums, and my grandmother and all of them were in the apostolic faith and the holiness faith, and they embraced children learning and utilizing their God-given musical abilities, and that's where those things were developed. And later on, I started playing gospel.
And you sing.
Yeah, I do.
It's not just playing.
I do.
He is a beautiful singer, beautiful voice, very anointed. So let's not bury, you're not, but just speaking openly about anyone, let's not bury the gifts that we were given. Like the Bible talks about those foolish virgins, or those people that were not using the talents that were given them.
Come on.
I think I'm mixing two different verses together, but that's okay.
Paraphrasing.
Yes,
it's
but
okay.
We tend to sit on those things. But once you got sober, you basically were able to get more focused.
Yes.
And your eyes are now on God more.
Yes.
And family. And family. You have a beautiful family, beautiful wife, beautiful son.
Yeah, I do. Shout out to Shelly Williams Dorsey and my son. Yes. I got a 3-year-old at 48 years old. I got a daughter who's 21.
Y'all, it is not too late.
It's not. Because can I tell the truth?
First child. Go ahead, please share.
That part. We're giving up. We're giving up. Here I am coming out of sobriety, and I'm just going to be honest with you. We're getting ready to go see a doctor.
Yeah.
She's like, babe,
and Shelly
okay?
had children with the previous.
My wife had 3 children when we got married. Tony's 26, my daughter's 21.
At this point, you're like, I can't have kids.
I can't have kids. What's going on? So we get ready to go try to set up a urologist. We're ready to try to do all of this, try to see what's going on. And lo and behold, that was a very rocky year for our marriage and everything. Marriage should be on your employment history. Somebody asks you what you do for a living, you say, I'm married.
Right.
That's a whole job. And that was a rocky time and a challenging time in our marriage. And look up in September, and I went to sleep on that October night. And she woke me up at 1:12 a.m. I'll never forget it. And she said, hey, you sleep? And I said, I guess not. If I'm answering you, what's up? She said, oh, I'm pregnant. I said, babe, you've been pregnant all day.
Right, you waited till 1 in the morning.
You weren't pregnant at 10 o'clock tonight before I went to sleep? And we always laugh about that now. And she said, well, I've known for a couple of days. I just didn't know how to tell you. But he has been a godsend. My wife coded twice having him and had to go through several blood transfusions when he was born. And when he came out, she looked at me doped up on whatever it is that they give you at the hospital. And as soon as he came out, she looked at me and said, we can't do this no more. I said, well, baby, thank you. Thank you so much. So I got a 3-year-old at 48. So I'll be 62 with a college freshman.
That's all right.
Motivation, y'all. Right. Let's make it happen.
But they keep you young. And you have so much energy anyway.
Yeah.
So I know you just keep up with him. It's not that he's making you stay young. You already have that young man energy
youthful
anyway.
Spirit. Very youthful spirit.
So I love it. I'm so excited for y'all. Yeah. And how much older are you than Shelly?
If you don't 4.5 years. That's fine. 4.5 years. She was born in 82.
So she's in her 40s.
Yes.
So having a baby over 40, that's tough on a woman's body. It is. But I am so happy for y'all. Y'all are a beautiful family.
Thank you.
So beautiful. He is just, oh my gosh. So cute.
Nolan's something else.
Yeah. So so who's he taking after personality wise?
I would say both of us. A lot of what I see now, we wake up in the morning with keyboards and drumsticks and all of that, just like I did at that age. So he's got a lot of musical skills because my mother was a pianist. That's how I ended up picking it up, and she put me in formal training at the age of 7. Okay. My father is a singer, and so I had the best of both worlds growing up in the same house. And looks like he's taking on some of those same traits.
Right.
It's amazing that a seed definitely produces after his own kind. You cannot plant strawberries and get pineapples. It's not going to happen. So he's definitely into music. I'm showing him some different chord structures now, on my keyboard at Dad's house, because that clavinova they bought us in high school is still there.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I did a viral video on TikTok the other day doing "Where Is the Love" from the Dead President soundtrack per Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack, and he was in there and actually was able to pick up the key and was humming it and picking up. Yeah. So we have to teach him young, and raise him up, because he's going to be much better than what God has placed in me.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, what's next for you in 2026? What are your next plans? I know you're working on some big projects that we can't speak about.
Yeah, right.
But you have the gospel play coming at the first of the year.
Gospel play coming up. We're gonna do something in 2026, leading up to 2026. That's considered, if you know industry language, it's called a waterfall drop. So the project is already finished. Shout out to Derek Taylor and Mac McGee. Mac McGee on sax is an amazing horn player. I love that guy. Derek Taylor.
He goes to my church.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Yes, he does. And we're going to do a waterfall drop. So it's going to be one after the other. So you'll look up this year, and periodically, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go on and do that at Richaude Dorsey. So periodically, you'll start seeing singles being released on all digital platforms. So I'm on Spotify, iHeartRadio. It's just amazing. This time next year is going to be absolutely groundbreaking. I'm excited about all the opportunities and making sure that we build those necessary bridges vital to our upper progression in the marketplace. Because if you don't create the opportunities, you can't say what God's not doing when you haven't made the move to be able to do those things. So next year, this year 2026 coming up, we're going to consider still doing some festivals. Got another festival coming up. It's too much to even talk about. I'm telling you now, because we got a lot of paperwork and everything to sign. And like I said, the phone calls and the emails that I'm getting right now, where we live, let's just be real. The Mississippi Golden Gulf Coast, they don't get these kind of opportunities. And I'm not
only
talking
laughing
about
because
anybody.
when you said Mississippi Golden Gulf Coast, it just reminds me
about the
of
meteorology videos.
Your comedic videos that he does.
Yeah.
The weather and other things. So
yeah.
Anyway, sidebar. Sorry about that.
So it's a lot of, you are so funny. Sidebar. Oh my gosh. So, still doing some comedy, still doing some event hosting and everything. And like I said,
lots
it's
of
too
event
much.
hosting.
A whole lot.
Because
just got a call about a D9, a major D9 event. I just got a call getting booked for that for the, can I just say it, the National Black caucus convention that
That's
I'll be performing
amazing.
for. So that's an amazing opportunity. That's a game changer for anybody because you're being placed, you're killing two birds with one stone and being placed in the room with those who can help change your trajectory, regarding your career. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. That'll be in December of this year, and still booking for a lot of private events and everything. But I'm excited about this project. It's called the Sea Breeze Effect.
Okay.
A lot of smooth jazz piano. So if you like and love and got some fond love for the genre, you're gonna love this project. I believe it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of time and effort that has been exhausted regarding this project. So that's it's amazing. God is doing, the gates of opportunity are flying open right now.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
You're in your season. And I do believe that everyone has a season.
I believe that.
And so, sometimes it is us just submitting, surrendering to God, being obedient. That's something I've struggled with as well. Being obedient. You gave up all of those things. You're what I love is the healthy things that changes that you've made as well.
And exercising.
Exercising.
It's great for your emotional well-being.
Yes. I mean, you're the same person, but you're almost like a different person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, you don't mind me saying that, right?
No.
It's like, I love that. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled.
Not at all.
So, what advice do you give to other men and women who are creative? There's so many people that they have so many gifts and they're just sitting on them. They can't seem to get it together, or the procrastination bug has got them. I know I deal with that a lot. What advice do you want to give to those when they can step out on their own, even if it's just like while they have their full-time job, but get started on how to stay motivated, how to stay on track? Like, how do you do it?
Per Earl Nightingale, problems are solutions with work clothes on.
Okay.
I
gotta think about that.
That means that if you can become the solution and the answer to a problem with regarding your craft, and you can come up with a viable solution, you will become the go-to in the marketplace. And you have to learn how to start creating opportunities. If you're fearful, God's not giving you the spirit of fear.
Right.
So if you're fearful, go scared. Don't not go at all.
Absolutely. I believe that 100%.
Start somewhere. I'm telling you. Your graphics, your marketing strategies, launching a dynamic marketing strategy, your graphics, everything about your social media. If you're operating in a specific craft, it should speak, when we go to your social media platforms, it should speak to what I do or what I am attempting to convey or attempting to achieve in the marketplace. And if your marketing strategy has to be on point. We got to make sure we have great edited images, making sure that our graphics are on point, making sure that you get your web maintenance up, get your website, your .com. I developed my own website. Yeah. It looks amazing. God gave me that ability as well.
That's
so
awesome.
You got to go out and start creating opportunities and start being around people who are way better than you. And you need
Smarter.
a mentor.
Yeah, I definitely believe that. Be around people that don't be the smartest
Don't
one
be intimidated.
in your circle. You have to go around people that are doing better than you and that can challenge you and that can help you grow.
I agree.
So yes. And I told you that when I saw you when we were at Goodwill that day.
Yeah.
That your visuals, your pictures, your marketing, everything, your branding, I've been like, man, what is going on?
Wow.
Because it was such a huge change from a few years ago. So it's definitely paying off.
Thank you so much for that. This is coming from a marketing guru in the community in which we've been placed, in which we live. So
it's all about collaboration though, right? Getting with the right people that maybe know how to do the things that you don't know how to do, because I certainly don't know how to do all of these things myself. And I would rather pay people like Pristine Media to come and shoot my podcast instead of me trying to figure it out myself.
Come on, somebody. Go. Can I say this?
Yes.
Let's say this. I'm going to tell you this. Your mentor, you need a mentor in the area that you operate in with grace. Whatever it is that you do gracefully, and people say, I wonder how LeAnna does that. She just makes it look so easy. Well, you got to be grace for that.
Right.
And you need a mentor that's going to be able to not only give you what it is that they have, but you also need a mentor that's going to be able to present you with challenges. Because if you have a mentor, so to speak, that doesn't present you with challenges, that's not a mentor. Right. That's somebody you talk to.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You got to have somebody.
On that note, that can give you constructive criticism, because everyone cannot accept or take constructive criticism. And you don't want yes men around you.
No.
You want people that are going to challenge you, and they're going to give you the feedback in order to make you better and help you grow. And I think that is so important because
I love it.
Yes.
And provide you with accountability.
Accountability.
If you're living on
yes.
earth and you're not accountable to anyone, with as far as relationships, bridges that have been built, marriages, or whatever, you got to make sure that you have that accountability partner that's going to keep you on your toes. Because if you don't, hey, how far are you today, or how closer are you today than you were yesterday on your journey? Hey, what have you written down? Write the vision, make it plain. Because I've written the vision, and I'm watching all these. I was just telling the director of Pristine Media a few moments ago before we started shooting, hey, when you can go back and watch the things that you've written, the vision that you've written, and you can watch those things come to pass and come into fruition one by one, that makes it's just, I'm just overwhelmed with joy. It overwhelms you to see so many things come to pass. So you got to write that thing down.
All glory to God.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. You know, so I'm just very careful about where I go. I'm careful about the connections that I build in the community. You shouldn't be seen doing anything anywhere with anybody. You should make sure that you are very, very careful with the people that you choose to be around, because at the end of the day, a good name is better than silver and gold.
Yes.
The Bible says that.
It
so
does.
You don't want to do anything that's going to have your good be evil spoken of. So you got to be careful with who you're around. Be careful.
Great advice. Thank you so much. That was more than I expected. So you have given us some nuggets today. I'm super excited to see what you do in 2026 and beyond.
Absolutely.
I'll be following you. Y'all follow. See Richaude Dorsey.
Absolutely.
And thank you again, my
friend. Thank you. It's been a
all
pleasure.
That you have done and continue to do.
Thank you.
And for being here today.
Likewise. I love it. Appreciate the opportunity.